Most men are slaves, slaves to their impulses, slaves to approval, slaves to women who don't even respect them. They think they're chasing love, but they're just running away from themselves. Let's get something straight. A man who chases submits. A man who chooses comes. If you're the one always reaching, always pleasing, always proving, you've already lost. And you're not losing to her, you're losing to the weak man in the mirror. You were not born to beg. You were born to build, to conquer, to select, and to walk away without flinching. But somewhere along the line, the modern world told you to worship what you should walk past, to prove yourself to women who bring nothing to your mission, to lower your standards for the thrill of a warm body. You became a chaser, and with it you killed your masculine edge. We live in an age of emotional addiction. Men scroll endlessly, text first, wait for replies, obsess over vibes, lose sleep over mixed signals. And for what? To feel chosen by someone who was never even looking for a man, just another distraction. Here's the truth they won't say out loud. Every time you chase, you tell the world you are not enough. You tell her that she has more value than your purpose, your time, and your dignity. Chasing puts you beneath her, beneath yourself. And here's the worst part. It doesn't work. No woman respects a man who abandons his own mission for her attention. No woman is inspired by desperation dressed in compliments. Nature punishes the unprepared, society devours the soft, and women ignore the man who seeks validation instead of power. If you will not harden yourself, the world will harden you by force. But there's another way, a higher way, a Stoic way. Stoicism isn't about being cold, it's about being unmoved. It's about standing at the center of chaos with stillness in your soul. It's about choosing who enters your world, because your world is already full of meaning, purpose, and fire. So how do you stop chasing and start choosing? Step 1. Guard your mind like a fortress. Your mind is not a playground, it's a battlefield. Every thought you allow, every fantasy you entertain, every excuse you nurture is either building your strength or weakening your edge. Most men are weak, not because of lack of opportunity, but because they invite weakness through the front gate. They daydream about her. They reread her messages. They analyze emojis like battle plans. They think this is strategy. It's not. It's self-sabotage. A Stoic man guards his mind with the same discipline a general guards his command center. Nothing enters without permission. Nothing stays without purpose. Take us to their own reality. Stop imagining what she's doing. Stop rehearsing conversations that never happened. You are not here to be a character in someone else's drama. You are here to write your own code. Real men do not entertain fantasies. They execute plans. Marcus Aurelius said it best. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength. You don't find strength by convincing her to stay. You find strength by silencing the noise and choosing where your mind will go. Ask yourself, what has she built for you? What empire has she helped raise? What discipline has she inspired in your life? If the answer is none, what are you chasing? You're chasing a ghost, a story, a feeling, and feelings lie. The world doesn't bend to your feelings, it bends to your force. So guard your thoughts like gold, and when one sneaks in, cut it out without mercy, because it's costing you your kingdom. Step 2. Master the art of silence. A man who can stay silent when provoked is a man who commands fear and respect. Silence is not emptiness, it's power under control. The modern man talks too much. He texts too fast. He explains, justifies, and pleads. He thinks words will earn him worth. They won't. Your silence is your sword. The more you talk, the more you reveal weakness, the more you react, the more you lose control. Women don't test you with words, they test you with silence. They test you with disrespect. They test you with delay. And when you respond, they know you're not him. The Stoic man does not flinch. He does not chase. He does not explain why he's worthy. He lets his presence speak for him. When she pulls away, you pull inward. When she ghosts, you go ghost too. When she disrespects you, you disappear. Not to hurt her, but to honor yourself. Silence is your boundary. It's the space where self-respect lives. It's the void that reveals her intentions. And it's the test most men fail, because they can't sit with themselves. But real men are mountains, unshaken by storms, rooted in purpose, too focused to chase noise. Silence is not passive, it's strategic. It invites clarity, it filters the worthy from the worthless, and it protects your energy like a shield forged in fire. You want to be respected? Say less. Move with intention. Let your energy do the talking. Step 3. Build a life can't interrupt. If your day can be derailed by a woman not texting you back, your life is empty. That's the uncomfortable truth. A man with a mission is too locked in to notice minor distractions. His schedule is sacred. His goals are brutal. His path is clear. He doesn't adjust his tempo for attention. And if you do, then you've already made her your god. And no woman follows a man who worships her. You need to become undistractable, not by force, but by fullness. A Stoic man doesn't fake detachment, he earns it by having something worth being attached to, a purpose that makes everything else small. Build a life she's lucky to witness, a routine she can't interrupt, a body, a bank account, a mindset, a mission so solid, no text, no ghosting, no rejection can shake it. Because here's what happens when you do. You stop chasing women, and they start noticing. Not because you played games, not because you used tricks, but because you made yourself rare. In a world full of weak, wandering men chasing dopamine and drama, you became the man who moves differently. You became the man whose energy says, I don't need you to validate me, I validate myself through the empire I build. So, start building. Wake up early, train hard, build your skills, stack your money, clean your space, set your goals, do the hard, boring, powerful things that make you impossible to ignore. Not for her, not to impress anyone, but because you were born to lead, not to linger. Step 4. Burn the pedestal. You want to know why she lost respect for you? Because you put her on a throne and knelt at her feet. You made her the sun, the moon, and the meaning of your days. You made yourself small so she could feel big, and now you wonder why she doesn't look up to you. Here's the truth. The more you idolize her, the more invisible you become. A Stoic man does not pedestal anyone, not a woman, not a boss, not a friend. No one sits higher than the mission. When you put her above yourself, you become disposable. Because she didn't fall for the real you, she fell for a performance. And performances are exhausting. Burn the pedestal. She is not a goddess. She is not perfect. She is not the answer to your problems. She's human, flawed, emotional, unstable at times, just like everyone else. Respect her, yes. Value her if she brings value, but never make her your identity. Never treat her presence as a reward and your absence as punishment. Your value does not rise or fall based on how she feels. Your worth is carved in stone by discipline, purpose, and inner order. And if she walks away because you refuse to worship her, good, because a man who kneels to love has already surrendered his masculinity. Step 5. Become the prize by forgetting her entirely. This is where most men fail. They pull back, but not all the way. They go silent but watch their phone. They walk away but look back. That's not stoic. That's strategic begging. You don't become the prize by pretending to be hard to get. You become the prize by not caring if you're gotten. Forget her, forget the last message, forget the good morning rituals, forget the fake memories you dressed in romance, and instead, remember who the hell you are. You are the builder, the protector, the king of your schedule, the master of your emotions, the creator of your future. You are not a lost boy waiting for her to notice. You are the fire she might get close enough to feel, but never close enough to own. When you forget her, you remember your edge. You reconnect with your aggression. You become ruthless with your time, savage with your focus, militant with your progress. And when she notices you've moved on, when she texts again, you'll feel nothing, because a man who's become everything feels nothing for someone who once made him feel like nothing. This is the Stoic prize. Not attention, not revenge, not status. Peace, purpose, power. You don't chase that, you become that. Stop chasing, start choosing. Choose your purpose, choose your discipline, choose your solitude, choose your edge, and choose your standards. A man who chooses doesn't run, he doesn't flinch, he doesn't ask for permission, he stands. You don't need her to see your value, you need to see it and then act like it. Every single day. Real men don't chase, they choose. And when you finally become one, the world will recognize it. Not because you said it, but because you lived it. Now close this video, hit like, subscribe, and then do what men were born to do. Build in silence and never look back.